Together with the deregulation of Turkish railway transportation as the first train operator of Turkey, TCDD Transport Incorporated has been operating freight transportation to Europe, Asia and the Middle East with its 600 locomotives and 15,000 freight cars. At the transportation sector, TCDD Transport Incorporated established new transportation networks to bring fast, safe and affordable use of railways to their own positions. TCDD Transport Incorporated has been taking firm steps towards being the locomotive of the transportation by revealing the competitiveness of Turkey with the world, with the transportation of containers and automobiles, with its container terminals and logistics centres that bring together a lot of different services at one place. With its century-year-old rooted legacy and new advancements, it interconnects the production and consumption centres with harbours, cities, countries and continents by railways. It carries on its works to have railways transportation operated in a free, fair and sustainable competition environment based on the economic and social needs and technical developments, and also to have these operations serve together with the other means of transportation adjunctly. By combining different means of transportation with a modern infrastructure, we know no limits at comprehensive transportation. We make the transportation of long-haul, heavy and large tonnage freights more advantageous by forming the most suitable chain of transportation to the conditions by the cooperation of seaways, roads and railways. We serve comprehensive transportation at the harbours of Haydarpaşa, Alsancak, Mersin, Bandırma, Samsun, Derince, Iskenderun and Zonguldak with the connections of seaways and railways, and at the stations of Halkalı, Kırşehir, Ankara, Boğazköprü and Gaziantep Başpınar with the connections of roads and railways. By the train ferry conductions between the harbours of Derince, Tekirdağ and Tekirdağ Bandırma, where the mutual railway transportation is conducted between Europe and Asia, the railway connection between Tatvan and Van is realised by the ferry conduction on Van Lake. By the new technologies, by reorganising central and rural organisational structures gradually, from raw materials to products, from spare parts to automobiles, from food to white appliances, we provide the logistics sector with the railway transportation by our extensive wagon parks. By the increasing amount of freight and the shortening of transport durations every passing day, TCDD Transport Incorporated carries on its works at full speed to raise the share of the railway transportation to 15% of the freight sector by providing faster and more effective transportation opportunities at block train operations. At the locations that do not affect the city traffic directly and close to the industrial regions and business centres, built as connected with the roads and harbours 20 logistics centres that are indispensable part of the domestic and international transportation services and contains a lot of different integrated departments, came into action gradually. The logistics centres where TCDD Transport Incorporated provides the services not only contribute to the commercial potential and economic development of the places where they are located, they also provide advantage on paces and expenses. By the completion of 20 logistics centres, it is aimed to transport 6 million tonnes of freight annually, which is 35% more than now. By concluding the aim of combining the important commercial networks by putting together its extended railway networks and highly qualified freight transportation potential with its geographical position, Gradually, TCDD Transport Incorporated carries on its work at its full speed to make Turkey the transit passing point between Europe and Asia, to expand the foreign trade volume and to raise the share of railway transportation at transportation sector beside the domestic block train services by the recently formed transportation networks. Block trains are conducted mutually in the west to Germany, Austria, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, Slovakia, and in the east to Iran, and in the Middle East to Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan. Called as the modern Iron Silk Road, the Baku-Tbilisi-Kars project with the Marmaray connection will enable an uninterrupted railway transportation from London to Beijing. By our extensive transportation network, 4 seasons, 365 days long, we conduct environment-friendly and quality freight transportation. The General Directorate of TCDD Transport Incorporated.